Hi, I'm Gary Gold and welcome to Voodoo Agent. Now I've discussed how it's never been easier to get leads. It's also never been easier to reach people. When I started in this business, I'd have to go through people's business managers, accountants, assistants. Now I'm just texting and emailing people directly. No one wants to have that, barrier between them and real estate. This is a fun thing to do. And nothing is also more satisfying than you could sit down and in like a morning when you're supposed to do your calls, you could fire off 10 emails, 15 texts, and just kind of spray and pray and see if anyone responds and you can get anything going. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but often you're just being lazy because what you really need to do to forge those relationships is you need to have phone calls and you need to meet people in person. Now, the next expert who tells me millennials don't like talking on the phone and you have to text them if you want to do business with them, I'm going to strangle them. They don't know what they're talking about. Let me break it down for you. How you forge a relationship is you talk to people on the phone, you have a conversation, you meet with them. How you maintain the relationship with a millennial or anyone who's on a text, my 70-year-old mom likes to text. That's where you maintain the relationship. But yeah, they don't like to be on the phone. They'd rather text. They'd rather have a distance from you. They'd rather not have any commitment with you. They want to do it on their own pace. But the people who end up with that relationships are the ones who get to know these people and you have that talk. You can't get to know someone on a text. If you're having an ongoing conversation, if you're in play and that person likes to communicate with text and email, by all means, that's what you do. But the Holy Grail, and what I'd like you really to do, is go look at all your leads right now and look at who needs some love, who needs that phone call, who needs to you need to get together with that person. A couple years ago, I had a client who I had already sold a home to, and she was a personal manager. 3 of her clients I already did business with as well. And she wanted to sell her house again. Now, this is someone who likes to text. She travels all over the world. She likes to text. So we were having this text conversation over and over and over. I didn't pick up the phone. I kind of had in my head, I'm just going to roll with it the way she likes to roll with it. And she ended up listing a home with somebody else. I didn't pick up the phone. It was a mistake. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to go through all your leads and see who haven't you spoken to in a while and call them with relevant information. Pick up the phone. Also, who haven't you met? Because until you really meet a client, they are not your client. And if it's been months since you've run into someone, you need to breathe the same air. When you see someone in person and when you have that connection, you're so much harder to blow off. That lady that didn't give me the listing, if we had a phone call and if I had physically met her and just made a point of met her, I would have had that listing and it wouldn't have went to somebody else. But when she hasn't seen me in a year, or even if it's a few months, you're really easy to forget. I'm Gary Gold, and thanks for tuning in to Voodoo Agent. I'll see you next time.